I hadn't really ever met someone that had had a stroke at such a young age. And I just thought that the fact that she could speak about it so openly and that it didn't really affect her very obviously kind of shows her perseverance and strength and how she dealt with it.
What I have is actually a right hemiparesis stroke, and that means that in the parietal lobe of my brain on the right side, I am missing about a golf ball sized chunk of brain matter that died during my stroke when I was in the womb.
I noticed something was not right with Kate when she was 6 months old, and we had her in a little bouncy chair in the doorway, and Elizabeth was running errands, and Kate was bouncing, and she was only contacting her right foot.
Troy was absolutely convinced that something was wrong, and I was absolutely convinced that everything was fine.
So I had a friend that was a neurologist at the time, and I talked to him about it, and he said, get Kate here today. So the next day she had an MRI, and then he saw that she had had a stroke somewhere along the line, either third trimester or birth, and then that's when we knew.
There are a couple lasting effects of my stroke on my current life. When I started driving, my dad realized that I only drove with one hand. So he went online and he found these steering ball wheels that you can attach to the side of your steering ball, like it's like a joystick almost, and you can like drive and turn with this ball.
One time we were out getting coffee, and we both got our coffees, and as we were standing there, she unintentionally whipped around and kind of hit me with her left side. Left arm, yeah. But because it was her left arm, she could not feel it. Unfortunately, my coffee went flying. And her typing, she only types with her right hand. Very impressively good at it, I might add.
I didn't really view myself as disabled in any kind of way, and so it never stopped me from ever doing anything or wanting to try something.
My attitude with Kate was always, when she was old enough to understand, is everyone has challenges. Some emotional, some physical, everyone has their own challenges to work through, and these are yours.
Yes, sometimes I wish that my stroke hadn't happened to me, but at the same time, I feel like I've learned a lot from it, and I've grown a lot as a person by having a stroke.
I can't see her any different.
Maybe a little less argumentative.
Maybe a little less argumentative.
It's kind of changed the way I see, how I view her as someone very strong and perseverant. But as far as my love towards her, her heart's the same.
She doesn't look at her disability ever as a disability. It's just part of everything that she does every day.
I think Kate battled her limitations and has overcome them and is off to the races.
Off to the races. I like that. Yes, I feel like Kate's off to the races.